Hi, welcome to the Foreigner in the Philippines.
Well, we're actually going to give you a rundown on the various projects that we have going at the moment. When we started this, we started it because we went round to the house of the paralysed man who was very, very sick at that time. He was being visited by our pastor Timio, and we went round there, saw the appalling conditions, and made up our mind that we would try to do something about it. That was the birth of Project House Repair. Now, our idea was that unlike other charities, we're not a charity, we're a work, get things done group. That's what we are. It's just a small group of about 4 or 5 people. Beth and I run it. Now, what we decided was, wouldn't it be great if someone could make a donation and actually see that money go to work, so that they could have the project laid out. This is what we're going to do. Send some money in, no matter how small, and then within a week or 2 weeks they see the job done. And that was our idea. And we thought, just thinking small, that we would do it one project at a time. That quickly expanded into, now we have 4 or 5 projects which we're in the process of funding, and how that happened was that I would tell the story of what the next project was, and people would be touched by it, and then they would send money in. So we designate by the donation, we get the person who donates to say what has touched them the most. So if they're touched by the story of Manarado and trying to get his house done and his disabled child, then they can say it's for Manarado. If they want it to go to Desiree, they can do that, whatever you want, and we will put it to that use. So that's the purpose there. But to bring us up to date, our accountant will tell you down to the centavo what.
At Desiree, we give Desiree in hand 16,500
In
plus,
cash.
yeah, in cash, in peso, plus a sack of rice.
Plus the very small thing that she hasn't mentioned, we built her a house.
Yeah, we built her a house.
You remember that, don't you, Dan?
Yeah, we built her a house. We give her 16,500 in cash, and also a sack of rice. So thank you to all who donated.
Right, now the reason that we gave her cash was because that money was designated for Desiree. It wasn't given for the house repair fund. Okay. Now, if you send something for one of the houses, then if anything's left over from that, it will be put to the next house.
Yeah.
If you say a name, like people send in, they're touched by Desiree's condition because she has an ongoing medical condition which has to be treated. Now, if they want money to go to her, then they put her.
Yeah.
And that's what will happen. Like, people have sent money for Nanai, and they put her name. This is for Nanai, and so that's what happens. If you want to send anything that is going to be split, you can say half to Beth and I, and half to whatever project you want that on. Right, so that's the way that we're working. That was the concept that we have. That you can see you can see the story, you can see what we intend, you can see how much we need, and send what you want, and then you can be part of that project happening. So you were saying.
Yeah, so the paralyzed mans now, we have around 29,856.39 pesos. And that paralyzed man...
0.39 pesos.
Yeah, and that work of the paralyzed mans will be start on the 28th, which is November 28th, Monday. Because supposedly this week, but then Pastor Timio, Brother Timio, is not around. He's in Tagbilaran for a seminar regarding the church. So that's our ongoing amount, but we're still hoping for some donations because we estimate how much the amount that we're estimating?
47,000.
Yeah, 45,000 to 27,000.
That's our best. It's a guesstimate because we never know what exactly is going to happen on any of these jobs. on any of our videos that we make. We really don't know sometimes when we go out what's going to happen. We've had things where it's just broken us up, you know.
Yeah.
Because we're not. This is not where it's set up like Hollywood, where we do a run and we say silence on the set, lights, cameras, action. We're just filming, just out of the seat of our pants kind of thing, you know. So we never know quite what's happening. The 47,000 is a damn good guess, and that's what we think it will be. We have to knock part of the house down that's existing, so that the people that are there can move into they can live in one half of the house, and then when the new part is made, we'll make it so that they can transfer to that, and we'll finish the rest.
Yeah.
So you can see sometimes the logistics of working out how people are going to be housed while something new is being built can be quite a challenge.
Yeah.
But
And
what
then,
else have we got going?
yeah, and aside from that is we were hoping by Friday and Saturday we complete all the materials to be ready on Monday. So, and then regarding Manorado's house, cladding, right? Manorado's cladding and water pump, you know, because it's also needed for him. We got a donations of 21,876.17 pesos, right?
Don't forget the 17 pesos.
Yeah, and then in fact they're gonna start the work project now of the house, and also I call the plumbing, the man who installed the water, the electric pump. They're gonna be with today. They're gonna hear today.
Right, now, just so that people understand that we don't expect anyone, once we get the funding, included in that funding is the labor.
Yeah.
Now, why should anybody pay someone to build themselves a house? Well, people can't do without food on the table. So we pay people a good above the normal rate, so that they will work when we ask them to, that they will be very careful. Like with Pastor Timio, it's not his house that he's building. We pay him for going along there and for working damned hard, I can tell you. That there is a whole pressure there for people that they have to earn living. Now, I know other projects where they've just given the material, and the material will sit there. It will be there until the person can take time off paid work, which feeds his family, to be able to do that.
Yeah.
We didn't want that to happen. We want the donations when they come in to go to work, to make that change in that life, in that family's life, so that you can see what's happening and get the job done. And that's our way. Now with Manorado's, he has a huge job there to do the cladding on the whole outside of his house, which we've showed a video of. He can't do that without help, and he can't take that time off his paid work, which is little enough, to do his own house. And there was a very popular saying in America when I was there, and the UK too. If you want to see a badly serviced car, go and look at the car of a mechanic, because the mechanic is not going to turn down paid work to do his own car. So he ends up doing something with his own car that is way below the standard.
Yeah.
So we've got money to pay someone to come in and help Manorado to do the work that we've got the materials for. So you will be seeing that work done.
Yeah, but it's still ongoing, so if there are some donations, it will be greatly appreciated to
Yes.
finish the work.
We have enough money to start the job. That's the point.
Yeah, we buy all the claddings and some materials. And then for the three girls' house, we have some donations now, because there are some who donate that says, I want to split up this amount for the paralyzed man's and the three girls' house. So for the three girls' house, we have now 5,312 pesos.
Wow.
Yeah. So, thank you.
So that's going.
Yeah.
That's the three girls. That's going to be about the same. going to be about the same kind of ballpark figure, around the, I don't know, 35 to 45,000. And what we're hoping to do there is and lay concrete down so that the man, the father of that family, can earn a living for his family by repairing motorcycles. He'll just be a mom and pop type situation. He'll just be doing them in his own backyard. But apparently he does have people come to him, but he has no facilities. So we're going to make it so that with just a little help, he will be able to feed his own family, and that's a really important part of the job. So that's what we have intended there. But right now we have about 5,000, was it?
5,312. And then we have Nanay CR at,
We need
at
to,
the back there. So instead of that to repair, we decided to make an indoor
we want
CR.
right now, Nanay doesn't have an indoor
Yeah, and
bathroom.
once Nanay wants to pee or in the night or want to
Yes.
poop, he needs to go out there in the middle of the night, and then there's a lot of mosquito. I experienced that, a lot of mosquito, and then when you go there, a lot of mosquito on your butt. It's very
Yes, darling, don't feel that you have to dress this up, will you? I mean,
Yeah, so-
just come right out and describe Nanay's butt and the mosquitoes and pooping and peeing. This is
So-
all important imagery that people will want to take to bed with
Yeah,
them tonight.
so Nanay got 2,340 now donations.
Right, so we anticipate that project will be going on. So you can see that what started off as a do one job and get it done and then look for another has gone way out the window. We even had someone from Leyte read about us or see our videos and ask if we could help her. She's in terrible trouble because they still haven't done anything about the earthquake that they had there.
No, it's the Yolanda. It's a super
Was it still
typhoon.
Yolanda? And she's still living in a wreck of a house, and she badly needs help. That
Yeah,
was terrible
because-
that we had to say we can't help you because we're just a little local, group of people trying to bring some change in our community. I can see that this is going to change
Yeah,
very
it's
quickly.
not because the first project is in Tulang, which is another barangay, and the next project for the paralyzed man is in Tanghalige, which is 3 barangays away from us. So,
Right.
and then we're looking for the next projects, those that is really in need.
Well, we don't. The way that it's obviously emerging is that we don't have to look for the projects. The
Oh.
projects will find us.
Yeah.
In fact, we won't. At first, at least, we will not be able to help everybody.
Yeah,
but
but
we're gonna try.
Yeah, and then also is we're hoping that Manong Rado's project will be finished this week before the paralyzed man's house start. And then with regards to Ubay also, just to remember, Ubay is we got 29,847.20 pesos there, less the Bible of 4,700. So we give them in hand of 25,057.20. So we're going back there on on Saturday because it's their 15th anniversary of their church. So there's a little celebration there. They invited some pastors of other congregations, some members, and they're having some eating there, right?
Now, you might, for those who may not have seen that video, you'll know that
Yeah,
that's a particularly dynamic, exciting, fun-loving people. That congregation is just amazing. I've never seen anything like that. They sing and dance, and they go to service, and instead of the children getting a nudge in the ribs, be quiet. There's none of that. They just seem to have fun, and they love it. So we love going back there and checking out and seeing how
Yeah.
they're doing. And they did a lot of building work,
and CR also.
and they're going to need some extra funding so that they have a toilet.
Yeah, I think they started now, but I don't. But
Well,
it's not
they'll
enough,
have to have a
you know.
septic tank.
Yeah,
though.
septic tank.
That's the point there.
And also, if you feel free to donate for the foods on Saturday, drinks, foods, whatever it is you wanted to feel to donate to them for their celebrations, it's very greatly appreciated, you know.
Yes.
And we will video about their celebrations, their eating, you know.
Well, so really what we are trying to do is already growing, and we're, you know, because of an incredible subscriber list, you know, of incredibly kind, generous people who are sending in money, then we're able to do more, and that's really what we want.
Yeah.
We're now employed full time for no money, by the way. We give our time freely. We do our videos and we place them on YouTube. Now, what we're hoping is that people will realize that just by sharing our videos, it puts the word out there. We have a goal, we have a target of 10,000 subscribers, which we hope that we will make as soon as possible. Now, eventually, Beth and I will start to have some income from this. That's the offshoot of doing the work that we're doing, helping people. And people that we help, we're giving them the absolute basics. We're giving them, in some cases, food, and in some cases, a roof over their head, which is dry, warm, secure.
Yeah.
In the last photograph that I put on my Facebook page, I showed that there is a tarpaulin covering one of the walls. Well, it's not covering the wall. The tarpaulin is the wall to the family's bedroom. Can you imagine going to sleep in your house tonight, and one of the walls is a piece of tarpaulin? Well, that's what that family, the three little girls' family, is doing every night. And I looked at their room, and they're living in a room which is about 10 feet square.
And the
10
roof
feet by
has a
10
lot
feet.
of holes, you know.
Well, when it rains, they have to move their stuff to a place where it's not going to get wet.
Yeah.
It's an incredible situation. That's why we felt so determined to try to do something, and that's what we're doing. So if you can share, it's so important, and it's a great contribution. You may be sitting there, especially if you're a Filipina working abroad or married to an American or a British or a German, and you're saying, I wish I could help, but I can't because I'm sending all the money that I have spare to my own family. We understand that, but you can share for nothing. It won't cost you anything to share. So please, share.
Yeah, so to those who donated, we're very grateful. Of course, first is to the heaven, you know, because it's the one who's sending, who touched your heart. So thank you very much. In fact, it's a good news for us this morning because we read a message from Anonymous RF that he's going about our Wi-Fi. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we're very grateful. We're having some
Yes.
Wi-Fi antenna here soon. Thank
So
you.
he's going to send a router and a setup that he's now ordered and will soon be on its way. So you will be able to hopefully by then we may even have got the mouth in sync with the sound, which believe me, we are trying very hard to get that sorted out. But neither of us is a tech support type. We're doing what we can, and the work that we're doing is more important than whether the word that comes out of my mouth or out of Beth's mouth is in perfect sync. Please just bear with us. We're working on it.
Yeah, and then aside from that is the hassle, you know, going down in the difficult parts, you know, bouncing, you know, and coming home night. Thank you, you know, so to all who subscribe us, to all who views.
Not to mention risking the dangers of the whack.
Yeah, it's very, you know.
It's a dangerous life out there.
Yes,
believe me.
dangerous. Plus, there's a news that the wak is just down there. Yeah, I don't
There's
want to ask.
news.
Yeah, there are some spreading now that that person is the wak wak, but I don't believe it. You know, just
You don't
I,
believe it.
I
No,
don't
you're
want
too-
to accuse. You
you're-
know.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, you're above all of that, aren't you? Believing in the whack whack.
I don't believe wak wak in the day, but I believe in the night.
Now, there's a complete Filipino logic to that. Don't believe in the whack whack during the day, but in the night, yes. Mind you, when you're if you are walking along that path at night with not a single other light showing, it gets spooky.
Yeah. So.
Especially when you see those owls, I mean whack whacks flying about.
Yeah. So again, thank you, Lord. So thank you to all who subscribe, thank you to all who shares, thank you to
Yes. And so
So-
are the
Thank
people
you.
that we help.
Thank you.
That's our disembodied voice
Yeah, that's
on the
Nana,
wobbly
yeah.
camera.
Yeah,
Thank you.
We're still trying to work out on our camera, our new camera. You know. So please like, comment, and subscribe on our YouTube channel. Have a good day. God bless.
Thanks a lot. Don't forget to
Thank
share.
you. God bless.